Hi, my name is Heidi Jimenez. In this opportunity, I'm going to talk about properties in human language. And there are 6 properties of human language. The first it is reflexivity. Reflexivity, and it is the refer to the fact that we can use language to think and speak about language itself. That is, help to reflect and identify the difference that exists between different language. In addition, reflexivity, as the word itself indicates, is what allows to understand different terms that we humans use and that at the moment we learn through the learning process. The another is displacement. Displacement refers to the fact that we humans can speak in different time, for example, present, past, and future, and the animal doesn't change because they only produce a song. It doesn't change, that is, they refer only to no and no in different times. And another it is arbitrariness. When we speak of arbitrariness in human language, we mean that a word has meaning, but if we don't associate them with the object, it is possible that we don't know the context that which we refer. For example, I say the word book in English, and possibly for those who speak in Spanish don't understand what object means. Therefore, it will be necessary to show the object and say the name. In this way, it will be understandable. And another is productivity. Productivity is reflecting when human beings manipulate our language in order to communicate and interact with each other. Since the expression in any human language are infinite. The another is cultural transmission. This property of language explains the physical trait can be inherited while language cannot, because we acquire language depending on the culture where we are born. And different indicate of animals that have their language wherever they are. The another is duality. Duality. In human language, different sounds are produced, and that have different meaning to this variety of sounds is called duality. And since when we speak, we produce individual sounds with different combinations. So I'm going to answer some questions in my personal opinion, and it is, what function does language have in human communication? The function of language in human communication is that through language we can communicate, express emotion, we can reflect and see if something seems beautiful or unpleasant. In addition to talking about past time and future plans. And the another question is this: what is displacement? I consider displacement it is when we communicate by talking about past events and future plans, and we don't keep them static with the same language productions. Since we have certain characteristics that allow us to be more comprehensive when communicating. And what is the difference between a communication system with productivity and one with a fixed reference? I consider unlike animal, human beings have the ability to create different sounds and update ourselves in such a way that language keeps progressing to new communication sounds. On the other hand, a fixed reference such as that of animal although time passes and production will remain static. Um, what is considered what the reflexivity is a special property of the human being. Because through reflexivity, we humans are able to think and speak. That is, we know the different contents of words, we analyze problem, situation, and see solution, which is why this considered a special property. We can think and reflect and speak about something. The another is what kind of evidence is used to support the idea that language is transmitted culturally. The I consider the physical inheritance and genetic trait that each couple has. For example, the eye color, the hair color that our parents had, but when we refer to the to language, we know that it depends on the cultural language the other speaker had, and not on parental hand because the the child speak the language of the the country when they live. For example, I live in United States. I'm going to speak the language English, but I born in, for example, here I born here. I speak Spanish. So the evidence it is depending of the cultural, depending of the cultural of the country. And another is type of animal with property of human language. I should dolphins, according to a study by researchers, Child's Lab, they suggest to the each so some pulses sent by each dolphin could be equivalent to a word of meaning. Therefore, this exchange between the dolphins can be a conversation because the brains of dolphins is superior to that of a human in terms of size, but is also superior in terms of complexity since they have communication between them and can be called by name. They are very intelligent, and also the bees. They have the property of display semen. It is believed that bees also have this property, also very limited. Depending on the day they perform, they may or may not communicate, but as we have said before, it is in a very limited way. The another is mutation bat. Mutate and some studies had shown that mutate use a wide variety of call communication and with each other. These calls include 33 different songs or syllables. So they use alone or they can combine in various ways to form compounds. They're very intelligent and use the language different way. This is all my presentation and thank you for watching my video. Hi.